What if I told you that the dusty old penny sitting in your junk drawer right now could be worth $1.8 million? Not a joke. Not a gimmick. A real penny. A real fortune, you see. In 1984, something happened at the Denver Mint that no one expected. A small batch of Lincoln Memorial pennies slipped through the cracks, quietly becoming one of the most valuable modern coins in American history. And today, the right collector will pay you millions for just one of them. So before you toss the change cup or hand your grandkid a handful of coins for candy, stick around. This video might just change your life. We're diving deep into the mystery, the rarity, and the massive value behind the 1984 Lincoln Memorial penny. If you're 30 to 70 and dream of living a wealthy lifestyle from the comfort of your own garage full of old coins, you're in the right place. Grab a coffee, check your pockets, and let's unlock this treasure together. Let me take you back to 1984. Ronald Reagan was in office, Ghostbusters hit the big screen, and pocket change? Well, it was just that. Change, but little did most Americans know, something slipped through the production lines at the Denver Mint. Among the billions of pennies minted that year, a few rare 1984 coins came out, different. Special. Life-changing. Now you might be asking, wait, a 1984 penny? Isn't that worth 1 cent? Fair question. But here's the twist, some of these pennies had incredibly rare die errors. Others were struck on improper planchets. And even fewer were preserved in such flawless condition that collectors today are salivating for the chance to own one. And one such coin recently hit the market for $1.8 million. Yes. 1 penny. $1.8 million. That coin didn't come from a museum or bank vault. It was found by a regular guy, just like you and me, rummaging through a forgotten drawer of coins left by his late father. He nearly tossed it, until curiosity got the better of him. He's retired, living in Arizona, and golfing every morning. Why is the 1984 penny so valuable? Well, it boils down to a few factors. Condition. Rarity. And error. The D stands for the Denver Mint. Fewer rare errors came from Denver than from Philadelphia or San Francisco. That makes this one particularly unusual. Some 1984 pennies exhibit a doubling of Lincoln's earlobe, known as a double die obverse. And trust me, it's not just collectors who care. Investors are putting serious money into these. A perfect grade equals perfect payday. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are worth significantly more. A pristine 1984 with these traits? That's your golden ticket. Now, you may be wondering, Lincoln's earlobe appears doubled when inspected under a magnifier. The coin has a strong strike with no scratches or wear a clear D mint mark, a reddish copper shine, like it was just minted yesterday. Find a coin that checks those boxes? You might be holding something that makes Wall Street traders sweat, and here's the emotional part. Some folks had these coins and sold them for 10 cents at garage sales. That's the fear. Missing your moment. Don't be that person. Quick question. Be honest, when was the last time you checked your coin jar? Let me guess. Never, because they're just pennies. Well, I hate to break it to you, but those just pennies could be your early retirement plan. Forget Bitcoin. Your future might be hiding under your car seat. Let me share another true story. A woman in Ohio was cleaning out her late husband's war memorabilia box. Inside, a sealed envelope with a few old coins. Among them, a shiny 1984 Lincoln penny with the exact traits we just talked about. She took it to a local coin shop, and when the dealer's face turned white, she thought something was wrong. Turns out, it was very, very right. She walked out with a check for over $1.20 million. Imagine what that kind of money could do for your family. College paid. Mortgage gone. That fishing boat you always dreamed about? Docked and waiting. Experts believe at least a dozen more of these rare 1984 pennies are still in circulation, just waiting to be found. Don't move. In the next section, I'll reveal the exact steps you must take to evaluate, grade, and sell a 1984 penny for top dollar. Including who to avoid, and how not to get scammed. Alright. You've got a 1984 penny in your hand. Or maybe you're on your way to dig one out. Examine the coin with a magnifier. Check Lincoln's earlobe. Is it doubled? Does the D mint mark look clear? Evaluate the condition. No scratches. No discoloration. The shinier and cleaner, the better. Get it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Grading can increase the value by tenfold. Get multiple offers. Don't fall for the first buyer who offers you a few thousand. If your coin checks the boxes, you hold the power. Join coin collecting forums. Engage with experts. Learn the lingo. This is where secrets are shared. Now here's the urgency: these coins are rising in value. Fast. As more people discover them, competition goes up. That means your moment to cash in is now. Don't wait for the market to cool off. 1 cent. One choice. One shot at $1 million future. You owe it to yourself and your family. If this video lit a fire inside you, hit that subscribe button right now. Because next week, we're diving into the 1972 double die Lincoln penny, and guess what? One just sold for nearly $2 million. Make sure you don't miss it. Share this video with someone who always says pennies are worthless, because you just might prove them very, very wrong. Stay curious, stay wealthy, and always check your change. Imagine finding a plain brown penny in your junk drawer and learning it's worth $1.9 million. Sounds insane, right? But it's not a fairy tale. It's a real possibility with the 2006 Lincoln Memorial penny. Yes, that ordinary-looking coin with the Denver Mint mark could flip your life upside down in the best way possible. Before you toss out your loose change, keep watching. You might just be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. You don't need to be a coin collector or a millionaire. You don't need to dig through ancient treasure maps or crack open a bank vault. All you need is one lucky penny. I know what you're thinking. I've got a jar full of pennies. If they're all worth $1 million, I'm richer than Jeff Bezos. Well, not quite, but stick with me, and I'll show you exactly what makes this 2006 penny different from the rest. Let me tell you a quick story about a retired trucker from Ohio. He was sorting his spare change for laundry one quiet Sunday morning. Little did he know, one of those dull copper coins in his palm was a rare 2006 Lincoln Memorial penny with a secret minting error, an error so rare, collectors would fight over it at auction. He sold it for over $1.80 million. You see, this coin isn't just money, it's a lottery ticket in disguise. Let's break down the details that make this specific coin worth more than most homes. The 2006 penny was minted in Denver and may appear ordinary. It features the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse design, used from 1959 to 2008. But not every 2006 penny is valuable, only the ones with specific flaws and rare features. Some of these pennies left the US Mint with rare die errors, misalignments, double dies, off-center strikes, and even coins struck on planchets meant for dimes or nickels. That's right. A penny accidentally struck on the wrong metal could be your ticket to generational wealth. Coming up in just a moment, I'll tell you exactly how to spot one of these million-dollar mistakes. But first, only a tiny number of these flawed pennies made it out into the wild. Most were caught and destroyed at the mint. But a few escaped. And collectors will pay top dollar, because when rarity meets demand, the sky's the limit. Let's talk numbers. One particular 2006 penny sold at auction for $1.9 million due to a unique double die obverse and a rare bronze planchet error. That kind of value isn't just about rarity, it's about history, mystery, and the thrill of the hunt. Now, let me ask you something. When was the last time you checked the date on a penny before tossing it aside? Exactly. You could be giving away a fortune without even knowing it. Grab your magnifying glass or just squint a little and check for these details. A clear double image on Lincoln's face, or inscriptions like Liberty and the date. A smooth surface that looks different from normal pennies, maybe it's shinier or duller. An off-center strike or an unusually thick edge. A weight of about 3.11 grams instead of the usual 2.5 grams. You could be holding something that makes Wall Street investors jealous. Coming up, I'll show you how to get your coin professionally graded and where to sell it for top dollar, but be careful. The coin market is like a shark tank. If you don't know what you're doing, so you've identified a rare 2006 penny. What now? This is where most people freeze. Don't make that mistake. Your first move is getting the coin authenticated and graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify whether your coin is genuine, identify any errors, and assign it a grade that affects its value. You wouldn't sell a diamond without having it appraised. Treat your penny the same way. Heritage auctions or stacksbowers can fetch serious bids. eBay is popular, but beware of scammers. Sometimes the best offer comes quietly, through collector forums or coin shows, but don't sit on it too long. Rare coin values fluctuate. A high today could be lower tomorrow. Or higher. Waiting could cost you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This isn't just about one penny. This is your gateway into a whole new world. Start checking your change. Start researching coin errors. There are millions of dollars floating around in pockets, jars, and forgotten drawers across America. You don't need to rob a bank. You just need to rob your own coin jar. Legally, of course. In my next video, I'll show you another modern penny worth over $2 million, and it might be even easier to find than this one. You don't want to miss it. If you've ever dreamed of retiring early, paying off your house, or simply living a life of freedom, start with a coin. That's right. One penny can be your turning point. So go check your drawers, your car cup holder, your childhood coin collection, then hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because each week I uncover another coin that could change your life. Drop a comment if you've got a 2060 penny or if you found something rare in your collection. And share this video with a friend, because $1 million coins should never stay hidden. Thanks for watching. Stay curious. Stay wealthy. And always check your change. What if I told you that a single penny sitting unnoticed in your drawer right now could be worth over $1 million? Yes. 1 cent. From 1989.no mint mark. No sparkle. No shine. Just a plain, forgotten copper coin. Not all 1989 pennies are created equal. And missing this tiny detail could mean missing out on a life-changing fortune. You may laugh, but collectors aren't laughing, they're cashing in. And the clock is ticking. You're standing at a gas station, short $1. So you dump your cup holder full of old coins onto the counter. And bam, you hand over $1 million penny to pay for a Red Bull. Let that one sink in. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1989 no mint mark Memorial Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary until it's not. We'll uncover what makes this coin a millionaire maker, the rare errors and flaws that skyrocket its value, and the emotional stories of people who found wealth sitting in their junk drawers. But first, let's go back to where it all started. The 1989 Memorial Lincoln cent was part of a long-running tradition. By then, the Lincoln penny had been in circulation for 80 years. Hence the no mint mark. This particular penny was never meant to be rare. Billions were made, but hidden among them are a handful with defects, flaws, errors, anomalies, and those are the ones collectors will pay up to $1 million for. The first trigger is the double die error, a mistake where Lincoln's image, or the words, "In God We Trust," appear doubled. Not a shadow. Not a smudge. But a clear, sharp double impression. These are incredibly rare. Some fetch tens of thousands on their own. But when combined with a no mint mark in pristine condition, and we haven't even touched the penny with the reverse flaw that nearly broke the internet. But before we go there, let's answer the real question on everyone's mind. Let's walk through the checklist. No mint mark under the date, double die obverse. That's the front clear, crisp details on Lincoln's beard and jacket. The coin must be uncirculated or in mint state condition, ideally MS65 or higher. A dramatic visual shift on the memorial building, sometimes called the ghost column error, where part of the Lincoln memorial appears warped, melted, or missing entirely. People have literally walked into coin shops with one of these, expecting $10, and walked out with retirement money. You find that coin, you sell it, you buy the house, you buy the boat, you retire 10 years early, all because you flipped over one penny and saw what no one else saw. Meanwhile, your cousin who threw away his change jar to make room for protein powder? Yeah, he's not laughing anymore. We're living in a time when nostalgia is money. The 1989 no mint mark penny isn't just a coin, it's an opportunity. Not everyone will find one. And not everyone who has one will recognize it. There are still verified, graded coins out there, sitting in sock drawers, old ashtrays, or grandpa's fishing tackle box. And one of them could be yours. What if you donate a jar of coins without checking, and someone else gets rich off your oversight? Don't let that happen. Now's the time. Take action. Get yourself a magnifier, preferably 10x. Check your change jar, drawers, and glove compartment. Look for the 1989 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Look closely at the lettering and Lincoln's face. Any doubling or odd shifts? You might have a winner. If you suspect you've got something, get it graded. Do not clean it. That could ruin the value. You don't need to be a Wall Street investor to build wealth. Sometimes all it takes is one penny and a sharp EYE. So here's what I want you to do next: subscribe for more real world coin guides, insider strategies, and stories of everyday Americans turning pocket change into fortune. Share this video with a friend or family member who's got a coin jar collecting dust, and remember, fortune favors the focus. In our next video, we'll expose the shocking error on a 1992 penny that collectors are calling the ghost coin. It's almost invisible, but it's worth over $900,000. Don't miss it, because while others are ignoring their pennies, you might just be holding your path to $1 million lifestyle. Have you ever held a penny and thought, what if this tiny coin could change your life forever? Sounds crazy, right? But what if I told you that one specific 1979 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark is currently valued at $1.1 million? Yes, 1 cent, now worth over $1 million. And the wild part? It might be sitting right in your drawer, your coin jar, or hidden between your car seats. Imagine walking past your future fortune every single day without even knowing it. That's not just unlucky. That's a missed opportunity. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, why it matters, and how it could lead to the wealth you've always dreamed about. Before we dive in, let me ask you something strange. When's the last time you picked up a penny off the ground? You might have passed on it thinking, it's just 1 cent. After today, you'll never walk by a penny again without checking its year. In today's video, we're going deep into the story, secrets, and strategy behind the 1979 no mint mark Lincoln Memorial penny, how it went from pocket change to $1 million goldmine. You'll learn the historical context, what makes it rare, how to identify a valuable one, and what steps to take if you find one. But stay with me until the end. There's one little known detail that makes or breaks its value. Miss it, and you could throw away $1 million penny without realizing it. To understand the value of this coin, we have to rewind to 1979. Jimmy Carter was president, gas was 86 cents a gallon, and the Lincoln Memorial penny had already been circulating for 2 decades. And now, in 1979, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies. Most were struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, Philadelphia minted coins carry no mint mark. But here's where things get interesting: not every 1979 no mint mark penny is worth millions. But a select few from that year have extremely rare characteristics. We're talking about minting errors, unique compositions, and historical conditions that make them ultra rare. One of the most valuable examples is a 1979 Lincoln penny with an extremely rare double die obverse, meaning the front of the coin, Lincoln's portrait, shows signs of being struck twice. You can see it in the date and the words "In God We Trust." These doubling effects make collectors go crazy. Another feature that elevates value? Sharp, uncirculated condition. The highest priced pennies are often graded MS65 or higher, that's mint state. That means no scratches, no heavy wear, almost like it just came off the press. And then comes the money shot. A few of these coins also have off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchet errors. These imperfections, ironically, are what make them perfect for collectors. Let's talk numbers for a second. One of these rare 1979 no mint mark Lincoln pennies recently sold for $1.1 million at a private auction. Yes, you heard right. 1 penny. 1 bidder. 1 check worth more than a mansion. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I know if I've got one of those $1 million beauties? No mint mark under the date, extremely sharp and crisp details on Lincoln's face and jacket, obvious doubling on the date or letters, mint state condition, no heavy scratches, a thick rim or off-center strike. And here's a quick tip: use a magnifying glass. It's not just for grandpas and detectives anymore. Minutes squinting at a penny in the sunlight only to realize it was just dirty. But then again, the next one I checked? Worth $75. The point is, you won't know until you check, and you better believe collectors and investors are snatching these up. With inflation, economic uncertainty, and rising gold prices, rare coins are now seen as tangible wealth. It's not just about history, it's about strategy. So if you've got a penny from 1979 without a mint mark, don't treat it like pocket change. Treat it like a lottery ticket with better odds. One specific coin is still out there. One with the perfect storm of rarity, condition, and error. Your childhood piggy bank? Or maybe tucked between old receipts in your glove box. Keep watching. Because up next, I'll tell you what steps to take right now if you think you found one. And trust me, timing is everything. Let me ask you a serious question. If someone told you that a 1-cent coin sitting in your home could make you a millionaire, would you check? Of course you would. And now that you know exactly what to look for, the ball is in your court. Pull out every jar, drawer, and shoebox with loose change. Seriously. Get your kids or grandkids to help. Make it a treasure hunt. Focus on 1979 pennies with no mint mark. Set them aside and look closely for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusually thick lettering. If you find something suspicious or promising, don't post it online. Instead, take it to a certified coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These are professionals who can tell you if your coin is the real deal. Protect that coin. Use a coin holder or capsule. Keep it dry, cool, and out of human hands until it's evaluated. The truth is, the average person throws away opportunity every single day. But now that you've watched this video, you're not average. You're informed. And being informed is the first step to becoming wealthy. So before you close this video, let me leave you with one last thought. One man's pocket change is another man's $1 million payday. The only difference? Awareness. Don't be the person who finds out too late. Don't be the one who let their $1 million penny slip through their fingers. Be the person who took action. Who paid attention. Who turned something forgotten into something legendary. And if you found this helpful, if you're now looking at your coins a little differently, then do this: hit that subscribe button. Tap the bell so you never miss a video like this. Because there are more coins like this one hiding in plain sight, and we're going to uncover them together. Your $1 million story might just start with a penny. Imagine you're cleaning out a drawer, half asleep on a Sunday morning. You find an old jar of coins tucked behind expired coupons and broken rubber bands. You almost toss it aside, until one penny catches your eye. A 1964 D. Lincoln Memorial penny. You're thinking, it's just a penny, but what if I told you that exact coin could be worth $1.2 million? Yes. 1 penny. 1 cent. 1,200,000 dollars. Let's stop pretending this is just pocket change. This isn't lunch money. This is life-changing money. Have you ever held $1 million between your fingers and didn't know it? Well, you might have, and if you're one of the 30 to 70-year-old Americans watching this right now, chances are you've had a 1964 D penny in your hands more than once. Back in 1964, the U.S. Mint in Denver struck over 3.7 billion pennies. The average person never blinked twice at them. Why would they? They were just pennies, something you'd slide across a diner counter with your coffee tab or drop into a gumball machine. But hidden among those billions, a handful of mistakes were made: rare mistakes, valuable mistakes, and in the world of coin collecting, errors are golden. Literally, stick with me, because we're about to break open the secrets that coin dealers don't want you to know, and before this video ends, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to value your coin, and how to sell it the smart way for life-changing money. Let's dive into the rabbit hole. Here's the first twist that gets collectors breathing heavy. Not all 1964 D. Lincoln pennies are created equal. Some were minted with doubled dies, some with off-center strikes, some with rare transitional metals, and a tiny fraction of them were struck on bronze planchets meant for older pennies. And those mistakes? Those beautiful, rare mistakes. Now, if you just ran to check your coin jar, don't worry, we'll wait. Still with me? Good. Because we're about to uncover the features that make these pennies explode in value. The D mint mark should be clean and sharp. A weak or missing D could indicate a valuable mint error. Some 1964 DS show doubling in God we trust, or Liberty. These are hot collector items. Put simply, if it looks like your coins had one too many drinks, don't throw it away. It could be your payday. Most 1964 pennies were copper-based. But a few were mistakenly struck using different metal compositions. Some weigh less. Some look slightly off in color. And those are ultra rare. A single gram of difference can be the difference between spare change and six figures. Here's a wild thought: what if your grandpa, who saved every penny in a mason jar, unknowingly left behind $1 million legacy? That coin jar could be your inheritance. And just when you think that's all, there's one more twist, a rare variation no one talks about, but it's coming. And it's the one that took a penny from a collector's drawer straight into $1 million auction. So here's the $1 million question: how do you know if your 1964 D. Lincoln penny is worth a fortune? Standard weight is 3.11 grams. If yours weighs less or more, it's time to smile. You could have a transitional error. Look for doubling on the date and letters. A 10x loop can reveal treasures invisible to the naked eye. These matter. Mint luster can multiply value, especially if the coin is uncirculated. You want PCGS or NGC certification. It's not just validation, it's a value amplifier. A penny graded MS67RD in this category? One sold for nearly $1.2 million. That's not fantasy, that's fact. Some 1964 D pennies were accidentally struck using leftover planchets from the 1963 series. Same design. Wrong metal. Right value, those coins are ghost level rare. But they exist. You've now got the knowledge. You've got the checklist. And maybe, just maybe, you've got the coin. Don't let doubt hold you back. Don't let that $1 million penny sit in the dark another day. Start your search tonight. Pull out your coin jars. Visit your local coin dealer. And if you find something close to what we discussed, get it graded quickly. And hey, don't keep this treasure hunt to yourself. Share this video with your friends, your parents, your neighbors. That one dusty penny sitting in someone's junk drawer could be the key to their retirement. And if you enjoyed this journey through coin treasure hunting, hit that subscribe button. Join a community of smart Americans turning old pocket change into new wealth. New videos every week on rare coins, penny millionaires, and strategies to build the life you deserve. Don't miss it. Your future may just be hiding in your past. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought, just 1 cent, what could it possibly be worth? Well, what if I told you there's a particular penny from 1986 with a tiny D mint mark that's been hiding in plain sight, and it's now worth up to $1.3 million. That's right. One small copper coin, minted in Denver, that could flip your entire financial life upside down. You're probably asking, why haven't I heard of this before? How could a penny, a single penny, be worth more than a luxury yacht? Great questions. And here's the truth, most people toss these coins aside, never once suspecting the golden opportunity they're giving up. But the smart ones, the collectors, they know how to spot value others miss. So before you spend your next penny at the gas station or let your grandkids dump your old change into a vending machine, you need to watch this video, because that old coffee can in your garage might be the key to your $1 million future. And yes, I know. It sounds unbelievable, but let me walk you through the story of the 1986 D Lincoln Memorial Penny, because what starts as a simple coin could end with a jaw-dropping paycheck. Once you hear this, you'll never look at spare change the same way again. The hidden treasure inside the 1986 D penny. The year was 1986. Ronald Reagan was president, the Cold War was still humming quietly in the background, and penny production was business as usual. At the Denver Mint, hundreds of millions of 1-cent coins were struck. To the naked eye, they were just like any other Lincoln Memorial penny, but a few, just a few, came out different. And when it comes to coin collecting, different means money. And now here's the twist most people don't know. A rare batch of these 1986 D pennies were struck on bronze planchets by mistake. That's right, after 1982, the US Mint officially stopped making bronze cents and shifted to a copper-plated zinc composition, but a few leftover bronze blanks somehow slipped through at the Denver facility in 1986. Today, they're fetching prices as high as $1.3 million on the private market. Let me repeat that. A single 1986 D penny, if it's one of those rare bronze strike errors, could pay off your mortgage, buy a Corvette, and still leave you with a retirement cushion. You're at a flea market. You see an old tin of coins for $5. You buy it just for fun, take it home, and boom, one of those reddish-toned bronze 1986 D pennies is staring back at you. One man from Texas found a 1982 D bronze penny in a lunchbox he hadn't touched in decades. It was appraised at nearly $200,000. In 1986 D errors are even rarer. Bronze pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while the standard copper-plated zinc ones weigh only 2.5 grams. Grab a digital scale. If your 1986 D penny tips the scale over 3 grams, stop everything. You're holding treasured bronze coins have a richer, darker tone. If it looks like an older pre-1982 penny and it's dated 1986 with a D under the year, big clue, don't take it to the pawn shop down the street. You want professional eyes, PCGS or NGC, because if it's legit, they'll grade it and slap a 6 or 7 figure price on it. Even 1986 D pennies with strong double die errors, off-center strikes, or die caps are bringing in thousands. So even if it's not a bronze error, a freaky flaw could still fund your next vacation. Exactly. You might wanna now, I know this might feel overwhelming. You're probably thinking, okay, so every penny I see might be worth $1 million? No, not every penny, but some, and here's where it gets exciting. There's urgency in the market right now. The demand for rare pennies is skyrocketing, and with silver, gold, and even Bitcoin on volatile swings, collectors and investors are turning to coins as hard assets. Tangible history, and in the middle of that storm, your old 1980 penny could be the eye of the hurricane. Alright, back to the treasure hunt. Maybe retired, maybe working a job you're not in love with, maybe you've got dreams, a better home, more time with the grandkids, travel, peace of mind, freedom, and now, you're realizing that those dreams could be just one lucky coin away. Start sorting your change today. Don't delay. The longer you wait, the more these coins disappear into vaults, safes, and elite collections. Invest in a quality magnifier and a digital scale. You can find both for less than $30. Learn. Research. Watch more videos like this one. Get familiar with error coins, dates, mints, and values. Take action. If you find something promising, send it to a grading service. Don't try to clean it. That can ruin the value. Preserve it as is. Spread the word. Tell your family. Get your kids and grandkids involved. Because numismatics isn't just a hobby, it's a legacy. And I mean a serious rumor that an ultra-rare proof strike 1980 bronze penny is still out there, never found, never graded, never auctioned. Could it be sitting in a sock drawer in Missouri? Could it be rolling around under a car seat in Arizona? But if you're still watching, you've already taken the first step. Most people never will. You're not just looking for coins. You're looking for change, not pocket change. Lifechange.so. If you want more stories like this, if you want to learn the insider secrets to turning old coins into serious wealth, subscribe now, tap the bell, and drop a comment below telling me the oldest penny you've ever found. Who knows, maybe your story is next. Thanks for watching, and remember,